Season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports.
Pushing his way through. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Watson on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That early game script Working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range. Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Watson off play action. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They're gonna look to throw. And this is gonna be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a first. In 2021 from Ohio State, it's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
It's caught inside the 25. And a huge play that time. 48 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Holding offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Trey McBride.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 12. To throw is Watson. Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Trucks over him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Allen Lazard, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to move back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive. Now Fields. Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got this downfield to McBride. Look at the big fella go.
And touchdown!
Trey McBride.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Aviators are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on second is Watson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And Oliver now with his second sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
64 yards.
And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Watson. Short pass caught by Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Watson now on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showed off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime here.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Aviators are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And Oliver in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Watson.
Pass incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw.
That is caught. Loose inside the 30. DK Metcalf.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
DK Metcalf. An even 90 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. I'm good.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
All right.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 5.
Go.
They run once more with Taylor. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 37.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Fields.
It fights him off. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Lions will take over. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb.
And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Watson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Deshaun Watson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On play action, Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Spinning away. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Off play action, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass.
gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 12. A minute 39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
To throw, Watson. He's got Henry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's Watson.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Watson to throw.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Watson.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here's 2nd down.
Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Able to find Lazard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's whistles and another 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and goal.
Watson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Check pitch. Check white.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Fields.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season